Hey, what's up everyone, it's the Magnum Level here, and in today's video we're doing another unboxing talk. Today we're actually going to be unboxing the Choukoku Buyuuden? God, I hope I said that right. It's the Choukoku Buyuuden Super Saiyan Brawly Full Power. This was actually supposed to be a video about the GT Goku trailer reveal, like a breakdown, but that was so f***ing stupid. It was literally three things. It showed a medium auto combo into a super, a standing hard, and his level 3, which everybody knew what it was about. So instead, when in doubt, make a Brawly video. And in today's video, we know that the Dragon Ball Super Brawly is going to be the last DLC character for Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2, and we'll be unboxing this with it, so I guess that matches. What I want to discuss about it today is what I want to see from him in the game, what kind of style he'll be, and I actually had a lot of research. I was doing a lot of planning for it and everything, so I'm not going to add in everything. I'm going to put a supplemental video somewhere around here, wherever I put it, and you can just watch that if you want a more in-depth look at what I want for that character. But with this video, I'm just gonna unbox this and give a general idea of what I want to see out of that Brawly. So let's get to it. This is the front of the box, the side, the back, the other side, the top, and the bottom. I'm just kidding. So the new Broly, I've been watching the Dragon Ball Super movie a lot, multiple times in the past few weeks, and I still love it. Definitely the Super Broly versus Legendary Broly. Yeah, we're gonna call the original one Legendary Broly because he's my favorite. They're both really different. I don't want to see that they have the same normals or moves because they actually fight very differently. Legendary Broly fights more like a wrestler. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! And Super Broly fights more like a giant beast, like a savage. So he's gonna definitely have a different moveset, I believe. Most likely they'll maybe give the same character model. What would be really cool, he starts out in his savage form, and then, you know, you do a level 1 where he powers up into the normal Super Saiyan form, and then if he does it again, then he becomes full power. That would actually be really cool. And you can tell that lately they've been trying different things with this new season of characters. So it'd be really cool to actually have a legitimate character that has installs that transforms up into their full power form. And that would be really, you know, in the spirit of Dragon Ball. So yeah, some of the moves I definitely want to see him have is that Hulk throw he has, that's from the Avengers obviously, where he's just slamming Goku over and over and over into the ground. It'd be really cool if maybe like it was a throw that if you press different inputs during the actual throw, he's throwing them back and forth, that actually changes the direction and the impact. Kind of like how Team Gohan's 236 medium kick thing does different directions if you press different light or medium during the animation of it. This thing's huge. That was actually a really hefty box. So you see his upper body, his legs, his waist garment, and the stand for him. Did you hear that? And I noticed that in the movie, he actually does this dashing punch a lot. And I think even in Xenoverse 2, that's one of his moves that he just charges for and does like this lunging punch. So I would assume that maybe if that was like his 236 LM or hard, it'd be kind of like Bardock. That's actually, when I was doing my research, who I kind of based off the move list and everything off of, because when I saw how he fought in the movie, Bardock fights like a savage. So I think Broly, Super Broly fighting this way would make sense, because he fights like just pretty much a Nuzaru monkey, just, you know, in humanoid form. Another thing that I definitely want to see more is with him is that he does a lot of the beams that come out of his mouth, because because that's very like the Uzarus where they shoot beams out of their mouth. So that'd be really cool. And I noticed that at one point he was stomping a lot. So I guess if he has a lot of lows that look like stomping moves, that'd be really cool. I think even his think like an auto combo or something from Xenoverse. He stomps like that, so it might be really cool if they incorporate that somehow. And I hope he's just not like a slow-moving character. Maybe, you know, for his moves are like throws or something that are slow startup. But I definitely want to see more, I guess, more brawler-type, faster-hitting moves. Like I said, I pretty much based the idea more off of Bardock. So it'd be really cool. And I hope he's not, you know, too limited on resources. On, you know, like moves for mix-ups and things like that, because a character I like to play is Jiren, but he's just such an honest character. It's almost hard to play him because you can't get any good mix-ups unless the person you're playing just isn't expecting it. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if his like level 1 super was maybe the initial blast that he does with his mouth from when he first gets really angry. And then shoots it and it barely misses Goku. It does that huge blast. Maybe if it was like a kind of a beam super, more kind of like Super Saiyan Goku's, that'd be really cool. And the fact that it pretty much would help out legendary Broly. And then with my idea that the like one of his specials would be that dashing punch. If that was his assist, that'd be really cool. Or if he shoots beams out of his mouth, then you know if it was like a forward beam, like a Kamehameha, like a beam super, then I guess that'd be a cool assist too, but then he'd be always chosen because of beam assist.
I thank you.
Alternate level 1 is him pretty much transforming from one to the other. It'd be really cool if, like, you know, it works like adult Gohans at that point. His level 3 would definitely have to be the one where he shoots that gigantic beam out of his mouth when he's just really mad fighting Gogeta, and it would just, you know, that animation is just amazing. The way that it's animated is really raw looking, so it'd be really cool if the animation was just like that from the movie, and he just shoots it out, pretty much like almost like a flamethrower. And I guess, I don't know if that would be the ender to it, or maybe if the ender would be like this blast that he does with his hand. I see that that's one of his moves from Dokkan Battle, I think it's called. So that'd be a really cool way of ending that super. Yeah, or if, you know, if that was his level 3, or, you know, if he has the other level 3, could be that gigantic ball he does when he fights Goku. But I don't think, you know, we need another gigantic ball level 3 because we have enough of those. So yeah, and maybe instead of normal blasts, you know, his S, instead of blasting from his hand, he shoots like small blasts from his mouth. I would just like to see, you know, something new. Definitely, like I said, with DBFZ Season 2, seems like they're trying new things with different characters, not going with the old Saiyan combo route, so it'd be really cool to see something like that. Like if he had that throw where he slams them back and forth. I noticed in Xenoverse, even if they're in the air, he'll catch them and drop all the way down to the ground, then start slamming them. Probably be a cool way of pulling the character back down to the ground so you can like end it with a super, or maybe even with some assists. I don't know how Arc Systems might put that in the game. I hope the intro is one of these scenes right here. Because that looks a lot better, because I was pretty upset that the legendary Broly intro was this. Like, seriously, what is this, like a train stopping at the station? Didn't make any sense. The sheer fact that it wasn't this. Yeah, seriously, come on now, Arc Systems, you're better than this. Alright, so that's my, you know, thoughts and opinions, you know, general thoughts on how Super Broly should be in Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is the figure. This is one hefty figure. My goodness, this is, woof. It's got some weight on it. As you can see, even the stand, did you hear how that sounded? That was crazy. Wow, and yeah, just the initial thoughts. It's not too bad. There's not really that much shading on his body. Most of it's in the front, but the back is completely unshaded. I don't know if you can see that, completely unshaded. But it's a big figure. Really nice feeling. Like I said, same like a matte feeling, not really glossy. There's little bit of scuffing and little weird paints here and there, but it's probably because just due to packaging or something. Traveling around, yeah, to get here. But no, there's a pretty decent figure for its price. Not that much. Really big, really hefty. The only issue that I can see is, like, as you can see, mine, I don't know if anyone else has this problem, the top just kind of flings off. But I mean, that's an easy fix. Just put some duct tape around the bottom part and slide it back on. It'll stay there. I mean, this figure's not doing anything. It's just gonna be standing, so it's not like it's gonna fall. I like it. It's pretty cool. The skirt part is really nice. A lot of detailing in the fluff, I guess, around here and there. The muscles are really defined, especially in the front. There's a lot of lining and shading you can see, and even on the scars are very distinct looking color. There's the sculpt is alright. I could see that there's a lot of seam lines on this one, especially on his arms. You can see it's really prominent. Maybe if the seam lines were in the back or something, it might make more sense, but it's pretty much on his bicep, which is the front of the figure. So I could, wish they put that somewhere else. Yeah, other than that, it's a decent figure for its price. It's falling apart. Not falling apart. It keeps on taking off, I guess, because now technically these are statues, so it's just gonna stand there. Yeah, if you can get this for cheap, I'd recommend getting it for cheap. Don't pay too much for this, because quality's alright. Wouldn't recommend you paying too much for this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the figure, what you think, what you want to see from Dragon Ball Super Broly and Dragon Ball FighterZ, or just in the next whatever characters that are coming out, because I know next week GT Goku's coming out, or your predictions for who the last DLC character is, or even if what you think Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta Blue will be like. Let's have a discussion about it. That's it for today. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you in the next video.